everyone, my name is Carmen. Thank you for joining my class today. And this is my first prenatal online class. And I love practicing vinyasa, so my prenatal yoga flow is also based on vinyasa. So there are a lot of movements involved, like open your hip or strengthen your inner thigh and your butt muscle in order to help you to build a better body stamina. As you know, you may need to go through a long hours of contractions and labors, so your body strength definitely is very important during the labor process. And I hope you enjoy my flow. So what you need, it's very simple. You have your mat and then two yoga blocks. And if you don't have blocks, so you can use your pillow, your cushion. I don't have my yoga bolster, but I just take it from my sofa. And then this is very useful, especially during the savasana time. All right. So let's start our practice. All right. At the beginning, I would recommend you to sit on a yoga block to create more space for your hip. Relax your legs. All right. Gently close your eyes. Put one hand on your belly, the other hand on your heart. So using this moment to create the connection and the bonding in between you and your baby. And taking couples natural breaths here, trying to keep your mouth inhale and then exhale through the nose. Close your mouth. Especially during the pregnancy, we may have a lot of uncertainty and anxiety, so we tend to have a very shallow and short exhale. So in this exercise, I want you to extend your exhale. So just simply counting 4 for inhale and 7 for your exhale. See if you have a longer and fuller exhale without paying a lot of effort. That's good. If you know how to do Ujjayi breath, I also recommend you to apply this pranayama technique. But if you don't know how to do that, it's fine. Just keep your breathing through your nose and extend your exhale. 3 more breaths here. And then slowly put your hands back on your knees. Taking a couple neutral breaths here. And then slowly open your eyes. Alright, then you can remove the block. And then do feet to feet together, so the butterfly legs. Alright, and then draw your heels away from your hip. Make sure your knees are at 90 degrees. Right, then you can use a block. You can set the highest height first to put on your heel. And then slowly exhale, drop your chest towards to the mat, and then relax your forehead on the mat, on the block. So if you are in first trimester or you still feel alright, and then you can change the height of the block, and then relax your forearms on the mat. You still have plenty of room for your babies. Last breath here. And then slowly walk your hands back body up. We move the blocks. Then use both hands to put your knees together. And then put your hands at your back of your back. Okay, and then fingers pointing to the hips. And then open your chest and then drop both knees to the right hand side. Inhale, come back to center, and then exhale, drop to the left. So you see my upper body doesn't move. So you can go faster like a windshield from right to the left to warm up our hip joint. Alright, and then go back to center. And then you can open your legs, hip width distance or mat width distance, or even though go wider. So the wider your leg, then more hip joint that you are twisting. So it really depends on your body condition. And then put both knees touch. So you don't need to overdo it. A lot of poses during pregnancy. So try to listen your body. You know, someday you may go further or go deeper, but doesn't mean the other day you will have the same condition. And then slowly come back to center, and then narrow down to back to hip width distance. Okay, so this time I want you to really open your hands. So fingers pointing forward, keep it long and wide. Okay, and then exhale, press through your heel, and then lift your hip up. Do reverse tabletop. You can hug your baby in a little bit. And then exhale, slowly come down, put your butt on the mat again. And then inhale, go up again. And then exhale down. 3 more ones here. Inhale up. And exhale down. 1 more time. Inhale up. Engage your inner thigh and your butt muscle when you go up. And then come back down. Last run. Inhale up. And then exhale down. Good, everyone. Drop both knees to the right hand side and then roll over. And then we do the tabletop position. Alright. So your hands are shoulder width distance, and then make sure your wrist and shoulder stack together and fingers pointing forward. And then this time you can widen your leg a little bit wider than your hip, but just make sure your knees, hips stack together. Alright, and then inhale, move your tailbone pointing to the ceiling, drop your belly, and then gaze forward. So it depends on your situation. If you have a big belly or during the 3rd trimester and then you feel so heavy of your baby, then you don't need to drop too much. Try to be a little bit neutral spine. And then exhale, move your turn your spine and then pointing to the mat. And then hug your baby in and then put your chins towards your chest to cat pose. Inhale, go up. And exhale, go down. 3 more ones. Inhale up. And exhale down. Hug your baby in. And then round your back. 2 more. Inhale up. And exhale down. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. And go back to the neutral position. And then tuck your toes, lift your knees up, and then send your hip back to downward facing dog. You may need to walk your hand a little bit forward, open your fingers, and then you may need to micro bend your knees, make your lift up your heels, and also depends on your situation. You may widen your leg to hit a mat with distance, especially if you have in third trimester. Alright, and then we bend our right leg, straighten the left. The other way one, bend your left, straighten your right. You can go faster, like cycling. Okay, go back to center, and then inhale, right leg up, and put in between the hands. Drop the back knees, and then interlace the fingers pointing to the ceiling. See if you can straighten your arms behind your ears. So if you don't feel comfortable here, you can move your right leg to the right hand side, create more space for your hip and your baby. And then exhale, open your arms, and then bind your elbows to cat arms. Look at the ceiling. Inhale, straighten, pointing to the ceiling. One more time, go down to cat arms. Inhale up, and then exhale down to cat arms. And then exhale, put your hands on the mat. Okay. And then this time, I want you to move your right leg, go further right. So 45-degree pointing to the right hand side. And then exhale, lean on your right leg. So make sure your right hip is 90 degrees. Okay. And lean to the right hand side, your right leg. And then exhale, lean back, and then make sure you flat your right foot, so toes crawl in. Again, inhale, bend the right leg. And then exhale, flat your right leg. 3 more run. And then exhale, lean back. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Okay, and then go back to center. So here, I want you to lock your left leg. Just move your right leg behind your left. So your right heel should be on the same lines of your left foot, okay? And then turn your chest to the right hand side to our supported side plank. If you feel comfortable, you can put your right arm pointing to the ceiling. Or if you want to challenge yourself, then you can lift up your right leg. So when you lift up your right leg and then trying to point toes or flat it, make sure you engage your thigh muscle. You should feel a burning of your hip. Really lift your chest, your right arm up. And then exhale. Put your right hand back, right knees back. Alright. So exhale, extend your right leg. As I say, you either flat or point toes, engage your leg which lift up. So we are going to bounce up and down. Alright, and then slowly put your right foot to the left hand side, and then look at your right foot. So you should feel the stretch of your side body. So during the pregnancy, we also need to do more side stretch, because we usually sleep on our side during pregnancy, right? So we should do more side stretching, and then come back to neutral tabletop position. Alright, and then slowly inhale, lift your heels up, send your hip back to downward facing dog again. So your option, you can choose your bend your knees, or just leave your heel up to make yourself feel comfortable. Inhale, left leg up, and put in between the hands. Drop the back knees. Okay, same thing. Both hand up, pointing to the ceiling. Same modification. If you need to open your hip a little bit more to create more space for your baby, welcome to do that. Or if you feel your knees have pain, and then you can fold the mat, and then to create more cushion for your knees. And then exhale, open our arms, and then bend our elbows to catch our arms. Inhale up, and then exhale down. One more time, inhale, and exhale. And then both hands down. So this time we walk our left foot outside to the left hand side, 45 degrees, pointing to the left hand side. Okay. And then exhale, inhale, we lean to the right hand side. So see my left knee is still on top of my ankle. So don't over push it. And then exhale, lean back, flex your left toes, flex your left feet, and then toes curl in. See, you can press your kneecap back to create more stretching of your hamstring. And then inhale, lean forward, and then exhale back. 3 more times, inhale, and then exhale, inhale, exhale, last one, inhale, and exhale. Same thing, we use a press through your right hand, and then lift your left leg up, and then put behind your left foot. Okay, try to find the line, the same line alignment, and then turn your chest to the left hand side, and then if you feel alright, and then you can point your left hand to the ceiling. Same challenge. If you want to engage more your thigh, then lift your left leg up. Ooh, I definitely feel my left side, so it's weaker than my right side. Alright, and then we put our hands back, go back to the neutral tabletop position. Okay, and then inhale, left leg up. Make sure you flat or point toes, engage your thigh muscle, and then we're bouncing ups and down. And then you put your right foot, to move a little bit. So put your left foot to the right hand side, and then look at your left foot. You should feel the stretch of your left hand side of body. Two more breaths here. And then come back to center. And then touch your toes again. Lift both heels. Send your hip back to downward facing dog. Good job, everyone. And then inhale, right leg up. Put in between the hands. So this time we drop our back heels down. And then come all the way up to warrior two. So make sure you have the right alignment. Heel to heel together. Okay? And then bend the front knees. So engage more your the back legs, all right? And then open your arms. So we have a tendency to arch our back, especially we have a baby here. And then so slowly hug your baby in, scoop the tailbones. Good, to protect your spine. Take one more breath, see if you can sink lower. And then exhale, the front hand facing forward and then lean back to reverse warrior. Again, you should feel the stretch of your side body here. If you feel the belly very heavy, you can also push one hand on your belly here. Otherwise, just slightly put the hands on your left leg. And then exhale. Go back to warrior two. We do a couple round here. Inhale, palms up, and then lean back. Look at the ceiling. And then exhale, back to warrior two. One more time, inhale, lean back. And then exhale, back to warrior two. And then exhale, I want you to straighten the front leg. Meanwhile, put both hands pointing to the ceiling, really thinking someone pulling your hands. And then exhale, back to warrior two. Again, inhale, straighten your front legs, pointing forward, your hands pointing forward. And then exhale, back to warrior two. Two more time, inhale, up. And exhale, down. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Good. And then straighten your front leg. Okay, so turn your palms facing to your left hand side. And maybe you need to prepare a block next to your right shin. So inside your right shin, okay? Alright, straighten both legs. And then we put our right hand, drop our right hand, and then to put next to, you can either put on the block, or if you want to keep lower, so just pointing to the floor, or you can put on your right shin bone, so your choice. But don't collect your chest, then keep your left arms up and more engaged to the triangle pose. Keep the breathing technique. Use your nose, breathe in and out slowly and gently. Last breath here. And then you can come back, up, and then move your, if you have a block, and then just move it. Turn your front toes to the left hand side, so both toes pointing to the left hand side right now. Alright, you can wider than your hip. So make sure your heels out, toes in. Alright, and then put both hands on your hip, and then slowly come down, hinge forward, and then you can put both blocks under your hands. So different option, you can set it higher or lower. Alright, and then inhale up to flat back. And then exhale, go down. You should feel the stretch of your hamstring of both legs. One more time, inhale, go back to flat back. And then exhale, come down. And then inhale back to put both hands on your hips. Slowly, gently roll yourself up. Good job, everyone. So you can turn your right foot pointing to the back of the mat. So we go back to the warrior two on your left leg bend. Alright, check the heel to heel alignment again. So move the block here. Alright, bend your left leg. Same thing, open your both hands. And then remember, hug your baby in, scoop your tailbones. And then look at your left hand. And then this time inhale, left palms up, and then lean back. And then exhale, go back to warrior two. One more time, inhale, lean back. This time you should feel the left hand side of body stretching. One more time, inhale. And then exhale back to warrior two. And then inhale, straighten your front leg. And then both arms pointing to the sky. And then exhale, back to warrior two. Keep your front leg bent and then see if you can sink a little bit lower. Good job. And then inhale, straighten the front leg and then arms up. And then go back to warrior two. So straighten your front leg again and then put the block. See if you which height that you need. Alright, next to your inside your left shin. Alright, and then turn our palms facing to your right hand side. Okay, and then drop our left hand next to our left shin bone. And remember, open your chest, don't collapse your chest, and then really lift your right arm up to triangle pose. Last 2 breaths. And then slowly come back to center. And then we move the block. Alright, and then come all the way down. Okay, we do a bunch of legs exercise. So this time, put the bolster or pillow cushion behind your hips. Alright, and then lean back. Okay, and then bench both legs to happy baby pose. So see if you can open your hip wider, and then just use both hands and then to grab your edge of both feet. Okay, and then you can rock side to side to massage your lower back. Good job, everyone. After this, we are going to our Savasana time. See if you can use your both hand and then to press your knees down. I know it's difficult to really put your knees down, but just the force trying to open more of your thigh and your hamstring here. And then exhale, release both legs. Alright, and then you can set your Savasana setting. So if you have a bolster or a pillow, I recommend you to put the same thing behind your hip and then lean back. And then If you like it, then you can put both pillows under your arms, or I would recommend you to put your hands on your one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart, and then your legs are your choice. You can do the butterfly legs, so together, or just again straighten, relaxed, and then open mat with distance. And then gently close your eyes. Keep your smile on your face. We said the baby, they can listen to you through your verbal cues or through your mental condition. So this time you and your baby is really connected together. So I hope this yoga practice can make you feel relaxed and find your tranquility. Through practicing the Prenatal Vinyasa, I hope you to build up your strength and also to build the confidence to overcome the difficulty during the labor process. If you have butterfly leg, and then you can straighten both legs, put your feet together, and then both arms over your head. We are going to do a big side out together. Inhale through the nose, and exhale through the mouth. Slowly roll to your left hand side. Take your time here. Use your right hand to push yourself back to any comfortable seated position. And then palms facing together to do prayer hands in front of your heart. We're going to use 3 side out to end our practice. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. One more time, inhale. Then exhale. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Gentle bow your head towards your hand. Namaste. Thank you for sharing energy with me. I hope you enjoy the practice with me and with your baby. Thank you.